What a game! What a game! I've watched games, and I've watched Sundowns. I've watched Pirates. Many games of both teams. Nunes was getting lost because now there's Obas behind him. There's also Allende, and then it's him. And now when these two they come inside like this, it seems like they were squeezing him. And definitely you will want to lose against the Orlando Pirates. What do you want is if I don't win the game, then let me play a draw. And for me to peg that midfield, you did very well. And then go to wow. Coach Wado. Well done, coach. Well done, coach. I was talking to my colleague right now. Look, I will defend you.
Benedict Tso Vilakazi is the all-time top goal scorer for Orlando Pirates with 52 goals plus 32 appearances for Bafana Bafana.
If you understand what I'm talking about, you will say to me, so you are correct.
Now you can catch Tso live every Monday on Omni Audio, TikTok, Facebook, and X. Don't miss Tso's football wisdom exclusive to Omni.
Man, now let's move on to the biggest game. The highly anticipated game this weekend, where Mamelodi Sundowns hosted Orlando Pirates at the Loftus Stadium. Mamelodi Sundowns, I think both teams had a game plan.
Yeah.
It just seemed that Owadu's tactics favored him more than tactics waga Miguel Cardoso. I think he's really struggling there, Mamelodi Sundowns and Miguel Cardoso, and I'd really like to see how far he's going to take this team. Mamelodi Sundowns won, Orlando Pirates won. Cameron Denson scoring a cracker for Orlando Pirates, that being his debut goal for the team. Hodman, what did you make of the game?
Yeah. What a game. What a game. I've watched games and I've watched Sundowns. I've watched Pirates. Many games of both teams. Playing against each other, playing against other teams. I can tell you. Well done to Coach Wado. And also, well done to Coach Cardoso. There's something that I've seen in that game. And people don't question, but even myself, if I was in that position of Coach Cardoso, I was going to do the very same thing. Before I can talk about Pirates, let me talk about Sundowns. Coach Cardoso, I was going to do the very same thing that you did. You know why? Because one is, you lost against Orlando Pirates. And definitely, you will want to lose against the Orlando Pirates. What do you want is, if I don't win the game, then let me play a draw. And for me, to peg that midfield, you did very well. You did very well. Yes, Pirates were coming. Pirates have got good attacking players. Very good attacking players. No doubt about that. But your plan was Mudau sit. First half you use Modiba more on the left to go, but Mudau was sitting. Then you still have the four at the back because Mudau. Then you've got Gran Kekana, you've got Cupido, you've got Obas. You always have four at the back. And you were very smart in terms of how they should position themselves when Modiba goes up. For me, you were very smart, spot on. And you knew how to balance your team. And how you frustrated Woto and Libito by saying to Salas and Matthews to come to these pockets. Look, that was very smart. That was very, very smart. It's just that Pirates were quickly at having that recovery in that midfield. But for me, that was a very, very good plan. And you did really confuse the fullbacks of Orlando Pirates, because at some point Libito didn't understand whether should he come inside or should he stay wide. Because if he comes inside, Aubrey's going. If he stays with Aubrey, Matthews is getting the ball here. And yeah, it worked. Same applies to on the right side. As I was saying, that's how you should balance the team. That's what Sundowns they did. Also, Sales was coming to that pocket. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. When Matthews was coming in, and then Salis was coming in, one player was getting lost in terms of the movement when they need to move to spaces, was Nunes. Nunes was getting lost because now there's Obas behind him. There's also Allende, and then it's him. And now when these two, they come inside like this, it seems like they were squeezing him in terms of not breathing, because when they come inside, we couldn't see much of Nunes because of that. So yes, it did play the part in terms of confusing the fullbacks of Orlando Pirates, but also his key player, that was Nunes, then he was confused. That's why he was not really, he didn't give much in the game. And then go to ezinyama ngenkanza kepulumu zikamasipala zawenzo wawo. Amapagania, Coach Wadu. Well done, Coach. Well done, Coach. I was talking to my colleague right now. Look, I will defend you. At the very same time, I will say to you, in the future, be careful when certain things or certain elements are happening in the game. Just be cautious in decision making. The boy dancing, well done by scoring a goal. Look, no doubt, well done. Beggar, no one needs to question that. But here comes, in the game situation, for me, the game just swallowed the boy. Yeah, he was swallowed by the game. I couldn't really see him what he was doing really, because I mentioned to you guys, because I've watched the game, and even when I got home, I repeat the game and I went back in details. At some point, you'll find him because initially he was assigned to go to Allende. Then at some point I would see Nemtejela with Allende, and him also on the right side with Allende. Then now they all stand like this, then Allende will be in between them. And then I will ask myself, but I've realized that everyone saw that the boy is not doing well. That's why Nemtejela has to move from where he was supposed to stay with Obas and comes back and keep an eye go Allende. That's been smart of you again, Coach Wadu, not to really expose the boy. But one thing I will say that we were talking about it, me and my colleague just now, is that if again we don't play that boy, when is he gonna grow, and when is he gonna understand that this game, it takes what to be a top player? If you want to be a big player, you must play with big boys. You must play with big players. That's how you're gonna grow. You know, and unfortunately in this football is that when you've been given a chance, you need to grab it with both hands. And I'm happy for the boy that he scored a goal. And not just a goal, a beautiful goal. And that goal, for me, it will go a long way. It can be maybe a goal of the season. Beautiful goal. I think that goal will give him, will push him, give him that confidence, because, yeah, the game didn't really give him justice. Because when I look at him, the past few games that he was playing, he was doing very well. He was doing very well. Then that's why I'm saying with Coach Owadu, he needs to be careful sometimes when you need to play these young boys in big games like this. You know, I think maybe you can rather put him as a sub, not to start him. That's my suggestion. But you did it, Coach Wadu, and I think it was, games like this. I remember we used to say pick games for pick players. I think this game, it was going to be a very good change if you did put either Umbata or Sipombule. And another thing that I believe you made a mistake, Coach. Yes, he's not my favorite player, but he always works hard when he plays the big games and always do well against big games or Makgopa. And I'm seeing something good in him, some positive signs from Makgopa that even though he still does go to the sides, but now he's more focused to do everything inside of that big box. And that's positive for me. So it shows that you're doing a very good job. And yeah, Masanda won. Beautiful goal. You know, when you've got a striker like Ushasha, as this boy. One thing I like about Ushasha is that he can score. Don't ask Ushasha. You know, when you ask Ushasha to be a ball player, then you must know that Ushasha is not going to give you anything. But if you ask Ushasha to be inside the box, Ushasha will focus on scoring and Ushasha will score. And look, sorry that it depends for Muremi. This is what I always say to my players. You cannot get a ball and then you turn in the midfield. Automatically, we all know in the midfield that chances are it's packed. So for him, it turns in the midfield. You want to play a pass in the midfield. They intercepted that ball, and then Nunen said to give it to Salis. Shasha finish. But just imagine if Muremi, he did 10 outside. He was safe. So those are football basics. But it depends. Sometimes you will turn Muremi and then nothing happened. Unfortunately, this time around, you said you turn and then they were there taking it, boom. That was a goal. Then that's when, Pirates, they had a bit of tough when it comes to Mamelodi Sundowns with the pole position. They keep pole position. I think if I'm not mistaken, it was around 60-40 when it comes to pole position. How Sundowns, they were keeping the ball. And that's the Sundowns way. And this time around, they played a defending game, but defending having the ball. Yeah. Because if you can check, let's be realistic. How many shot at goal did they have? Sundowns. It's only that goal. Only that goal that China had to be inactive. Only the goal. Other than that, tell me, how many shots on target? None. And then you ask Orlando Pirates. That's why I'm saying Pirates did very well. They did very well. Coach Wadu has a plan, and the game was between the two coaches. Coaches were playing. Coaches were very smart. The other one said, I'm not going to give away anything. I'd rather sit with everything that I've got at home. The other one said, you know what? I'm coming after you. If you don't want to box with me, then I'll box with you. And that's what Coach Wadu did. And well done, Coach. For me, that was a very, very good plan.
Godman, you talk about Cameron Denson and his performance against Mamelodi Sundowns. Where the game is concerned, he didn't play well. Against the Mageti, he was also clumsy, Lapiana, and a bit casual. And if you can see that there's a lot of potential there. He has a lot of potential to be a key player for Orlando Pirates. He scores a beautiful goal. What then happens? What's next? Is now Coach Owadu forced to continue playing him, or Manje is going to take him back to the bench? Because what I've noticed about Coach Owadu is a player can come in, play 2 games well, and then next 2 games agadlali, or for the rest of the season. Look at Utalent Mbata as an example. When Coach Owadu started the league, first 2 games he lost, and then he started playing Umbata. When he played Umbata, there was a lot of difference in his midfield. That's when he became more creative, and Orlando Pirates started playing goals. So to be honest, he has no reason for keeping him on the bench. But as good as he was playing, now he's on the bench. Coach Owadu, week in, week out, squad sake sa change. So how far do you see Cameron Denson go with the Orlando Pirates team?
Let me tell you something about the boy. The coach loves the boy. The coach loves the boy. And he loves the boy because the boy's got the potential of being a top midfielder. He's young. He's still have time. So you just need just to keep focus, keep working hard. And Dancing, let me tell you, my boy, what happened over the weekend, it happens to the best players in the world. Best players in the world, you just need to figure out that, you know what, I'm not doing well today. I'm trying to create, it doesn't go well. I don't, Flunyana or... You know what? Let me work in defending, because today creativity I'm not sharp. So let me try and work in defending. You must always try and find something, because if you're not gonna try and find something, then it's gonna be a serious problem.
I know, but man, let's just hope Coach Owadu really knows what he's doing. Just before we wrap up the game, Lena, and move on to the upcoming fixtures. You look at the tactics. Mamelodi Sundowns played low block. I still don't understand why. Mamelodi Sundowns is known to be a goal-scoring team, for crying out loud. Mamelodi Sundowns always takes the game to Orlando Pirates, not the other way around. But in this game, Orlando Pirates took the game to Mamelodi Sundowns. Orlando Pirates were attacking. We even saw Ulibone Siema came very close. If he had passed Tsepang Moremi Lapa, we'd be having a different conversation. The Pirates could have won the game. Hotman, tactically, Coach Owadu versus Coach Miguel Cardoso. Who won that tactical battle between these two coaches?
Yeah, I know Owadu won it. Owadu won it. The boys were solid at the back, solid also in the midfield. And if you look at Siema, how he managed to go in and play 1-2 with Ulontuzana, with Namtejela, release Siema. And the Siema there, it's a goal. It's a goal. Moremi is there. Roll it, boy. Just roll it. Then Moremi, he just tap in. And then 3 points done. 3 points done. But the boys are solid. Libiso, Otto, Nduli. Guys, Nduli. As Sunduli, guys, he played a very important role in that midfield. If people didn't see, let me tell you what it did. Uluntuzana, Unduli make sure to Allende doesn't play those passes here. Kushalolile. He doesn't play these passes. Santos. So when you tell me about the game, I'll tell you straight, Coach Owadu, you playing very well, and the plan worked. Unfortunately, some of the things in football, unfortunately, you just have to live with it. With that pass, CM, we should be talking a different language. But nevertheless, I'm very, very pleased and happy.
Khotman, because it's you, Coach Owadu, won that battle, my tactics, what could have Miguel Cardoso done better?
No, look, Cardoso, there's one thing that I always say. The type of football that Cardoso wants to play and the material that is good at Sundowns, it's always oil and water. It's always oil and water. Because he wants to go wide and cross. But now, when you look at the midfielders, the attacking, now instead of them giving each other space and time, nowhere to be found. That's why Pirates were sitting there and wait for them to do their build-up and then press them. And once Mokop is pressing them, then they will kick the ball forward. And then TLB is got it, and Nduli is always in front of them to get the ball and make everyone play. But nevertheless, that was a very interesting game. I really enjoyed that game.
Khotman, just before Sivala and move on to the other games. This game ended a 1-1 draw. And Mamelodi Sundowns remain on top with Kukune United number 2 and Orlando Pirates number 3. Obviously, Chiefs, Kukune and Orlando Pirates have the same number of points. Is this advantage Mamelodi Sundowns or advantage Orlando Pirates, their draw?
Look, Sundowns are doing very well. They're on top. Pirates, the advantage that is there is that Pirates, they've got 2 games in hand. So, but when you've got 2 games in hand, it doesn't mean, doesn't mean you've got points when you've got 2 games in hand. You need to play those games. So if Pirates they win those games, they'll be leading Sundowns with 3 points. I'm telling you, if Pirates they can win the remaining 2 games, then they will win the what you call. They will be on top. Sundowns will be behind Pirates with 3 points after Pirates completing all their games. Then they will be leading Sundowns with 3 points.